slight edge, but who knows with this field?
So if you're watching the action here, this is actually a 10-lane pool, 8 being used for competition. The top lane that's empty is lane 0. The bottom lane that's empty is lane 9. Were we to have a tie, Rowdy, in a really long distance competition, potentially they could be utilized to advance the swimmers that tied to the next round. But for our purposes, lane 1 on top, lane 8 on the bottom. And traditionally in all of the individual events, the top 2 finishers go to the Olympics. The winner is guaranteed, but the United States is held to a max of 52 athletes from these trials to go to Paris this summer. 26 men and 26 women. And there's a priority list to fill out that roster. We'll talk about that as we roll through the 9 days and nights of action.
Oh, you did that so wonderfully. I mean, you explained that perfectly to me. I hope everybody else understood it, because this race, more than any other race, men or women, is the most complicated, because they've got to meet the A standard to be able to go to Paris. Not just win, but meet that A standard, which is 346.78. Of this field, only 3 have hit that.
They have the chance to do it tonight. The window is still open considering this meet. But Rowdy, we learned that a time trial, which was utilized for Jake Mitchell, who finished second at the last trials 3 years ago in Omaha, can't be used this time around. He was able to have a solo swim, and the crowd in Omaha at full throat pushed him to a new personal best, over 2 seconds better than his previous time, that got him that qualifying standard and got him to Tokyo.
And this is what we were talking about, how tight this field is right now. You see Shackell right there doing a nice job of kind of taking out that youngster, another youngster that we've been talking about. But really, nobody's out. I mean, nobody's out of this field quite yet. I mean, look across the board. Watch this guy. Yeah? Oh, yeah. He's the Olympic gold medalist in the 800 and 1500. He's not going to get tired. Trust me, this guy, if you remember back to Tokyo, one of the most magical last 50s of any swim I've ever seen in my life, and he did it twice.
Normally charging from behind, but he's right in the mix right now with this big grouping. And the 19-year-old Aaron Shackell in the mix. Again, his sister, a talented performer on the docket tonight. Their father, an Olympian himself in his swimming day. Can Aaron carry the torch and make it multiple generations to race and compete at the Olympics?
Still nobody completely out of it. Believe it or not, Fink fell back on that 50. He's going to have a magical performance again the last 50 to put himself on the team and get under that qualifying time. Remember, 346.78.
Shackell in the lead by a half second. David Johnston kind of drafting above him. Now will he make his move? Kieran Smith charging as well below him in lane 7. Shackell with the Hoosier crowd trying to push him to the win and to Paris, trying to hang on. A look at the clock, a look at Shackell getting towards the wall. He'll get there. He's got the standard. He's got the ticket to Paris.